Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful Rabbit Hole, Lore and Free, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. So I have been seeing a lot of videos from people talking about, like, oh, I'm not interested in video games anymore. I've grown out of them. I'm too old. And I'm just kind of scratching my head at this because these guys clearly are still playing video games. Older ones they actually enjoy, but not the new stuff, not the stuff that's coming out. A lot of these guys don't even have new platforms. Okay, I know plenty of people who regularly play games on older consoles, but think they aren't gamers anymore because I don't own the new thing. That needs to stop. I think there is a tendency among gamers, especially if you're older, like 40, that to blame your lack of interest or enthusiasm for upcoming video game releases on yourself, on your own like interests changing, on getting older, on being more focused on like your family life and your personal well-being and other pursuits, right? I've kind of gone through this a little bit this year where I've kind of scaled back my purchases of new games to focus on like older ones that I've been wanting to finish for a long time. I personally very strongly feel that older games are better than new ones. But one of the things I'm seeing is that, like, I'm seeing that a lot of people who don't necessarily think about games as much as I do, who don't play as much as I do, who are more like casually into the hobby, who are kind of falling into this idea that, like, oh, I am the problem here. I am the reason I'm not interested in any of these new video games. It's not PlayStation, it's Xbox. It's not Xbox, it's me. And I think that's a very, very poor way of looking at it because if you're still playing games, if you would still enjoy like the old stuff that you enjoyed in the past, then it's not you. Like the games are getting worse, and I think there is a certain portion of the YouTube audience of like the content creators, people who are like pressured into playing games for a living, game journalists, people like that. A lot of people do, game developers especially, a lot of people in the industry do not want to admit that gaming peaked in the 90s. And like it's been like a downward spiral ever since. Like a lot of these people don't want to admit that like modern creators have no idea what they're doing, how they're just throwing, how everything's become formulaic, how they have no ability to evolve or do anything new, and how games back in the day are endlessly replayable and fun, even if you've done them dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Like how many times have I gone through A Link to the Past on stream alone? More, I think like more than 10 at this point. Like just by streaming, like I've played it like over 3 times in 2020. I remember, and I've played it like a couple of times this year since. I think I played it like twice in a month, the last couple of months. I took a bit of a break from it because I felt like I was playing it too much, and then I come back to it, and it's better than ever. Playing Link's Awakening, that's still fun. Playing other Zelda games, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, one of my all-time favorites. A lot of fun, it's the games that aren't as good that I don't go back to. Stuff like, say, Phantom Hourglass, right? Or Minish Cap, or, probably, what's another example? Twilight Princess, I haven't played in like 6 years. Like, there's a wide range of games, in these lineups, that games that I enjoy that I don't go back to near constantly, and it's because they aren't as good. They aren't as replayable, they aren't as fun to play, and I don't think there's anything wrong with pointing that out. Too many people these days, too many like fraud gaming YouTubers, they want to blame themselves. They want to think they're too old, but in reality, it's Xbox that's the problem. It's PlayStation that's the problem. It's modern gaming as a whole that's the problem. These people do not want to admit that gaming has gotten